Hello everyone, look at that, we've got clouds scooting across the sky. It's blizzard conditions at the moment. I can't believe it. I suppose June long weekend is not far away, but yeah, no, it's snowing up in the mountains. I think Perisher is down to the village and Thredbo is 2/3 of the way down to the village, so that's good for all the ski bunnies. We've had rain, about an inch. I've been very, very busy. There's one for me mum. That's your old woodshed or whatever you'd call it. I'm probably going to move that to where the silo bin is and jack it up so I don't have to bend over so much. But conceptually, that's almost there. The pallets underneath I've got to reinforce with a few planks of wood because I snapped them. I'm going to get some of this black checkered plastic stuff and put it in there, and Bob's your uncle. That's fantastic. Above, I'm going to wipe that one out in the middle and replace it with grapes. That's going to work well. I went mad on the jackhammer there on stage and leveled this out a little bit more. It's only about 250 mil to go, and I can put my concrete slab through there, which is... I've worked it out that it actually is the perfect fall to go down to there with concrete. One day I want this a hard edge, so the bunnies can't get in there. Underneath will be a larder using environmental eco-science technology ideas of basically the ground conditions there are going to be about 18 degrees all year round if I go 1.5 metres down. I'll go a bit further than that, but at about 18 degrees you've got your perfect preserved temperature. I'm amazed by my tomatoes. I'm almost into the June long weekend and I'm still, the floods in Taree, they've had easterly winds bringing rain and rain and rain. Same sort of thing here. Cooma Airport, they've had some decent frosts. Here we get to about 0 and then the fog comes in. So yeah, I've still got tomatoes. It's incredible. I can't believe it. I actually want them to die. I want to be able to put more dirt in there and get it ready for next year. But anyway, I've still got to wait for them to die. And I mean, look at that. It's got to the stage where I just don't want to pick these things anymore. It's been fantastic. Look at it. There's hundreds of them. I haven't had any flowers for 8 weeks, but yeah. I've been very busy on the farm. As you can see here, I've ripped to pieces my old deck and getting ready for the new deck, which is what was Mum's disability ramp to get into a house. So I'm going to get into that very shortly. I've prepped it. I'm not going to concrete it or mortar it at the moment because eventually I actually want to dig underneath it. As I was saying, there's going to be a larder underneath that thing. And this will be the well. So I've got only about 2 metres of digging to go there over the next 20 years. It's not a do tomorrow thing, but I'm not going to mortar it at the moment because that is just not how it's going to end. I'm like that. So this, I've got to chop this up in the next couple of weeks. Snap it in half. And then this end bit here where you can see that'll be the step that goes into it. So that's all planned. Then I'll be able to use some of the black. I need to cut these back. But, I spent 6 months making it for Mum and then she went into a nursing home, which is fair enough. But I might as well use it. It was detracting from the sale of the house. These tables over here, that's what I'm going to use. I've mentioned it before, but there's going to be up there above the garden these tables. I think one table is going to go back over here where the little woodshed is. I'm going to move that across so I can fit one of those tables in and have a seedling propagation thing right next to my back door. And that black thing is a gazebo. Picked it up for nothing. That's going to be my shade house. The thing that I wanted to show today, we've had some progress over here as well. Go for a bit of a walk. It's interesting. I'm getting there. I like to get rid of the pine needles when I'm in drought, and now they've had floods in Taree, but Victoria is in decent drought by the sounds of things, so I'm halfway between. So I'm reducing fire load, cutting back branches, getting rid of some pine needles, you know, just making it, might as well use it for mulch. So I'm actually surprised by this. It's actually sunken, because I like it 100 mil above the edge, and it's like 50 mil below, so it's lost 6 inches there. But that's what happens when you put organic matter in. It compresses, it degenerates, turns into gases. I've gone through here and sifted all the river sand. This is what I really wanted to show today, because basically I'm creating little tubs, little bathtubs, shall we say, contour banks. Yeah, the water ponds in there. That's the whole point. Then it wicks back into the soil, so that sand means that it can hold a lot more water as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, on top of that, I'll get me wood chips, my pine needles. I'll rake up some leaves from the fruit trees so I can get rid of the what do they call it, leaf curl. Yeah, I understand now that back when I was a kid, you'd have the job of raking up all the garden leaves, and it was basically to get rid of the leaves, so you could, I don't know, you can't get rid of it, but the leaf curl doesn't come back as much if you actually do it that way. So why not use it as a soil conditioner? Here I've got some beautiful loosened mulch. Yeah, that's where my pine bark is. But I will mix it with the sand. Got to get rid of that. I want to put a carport in here one day. Underneath that small pile there, that's all loam. This is the garden mix I bought, which I have a suspicion is giving me the leaf rot, the rust on me beans. It's a contender, probably why I won't buy stuff from a nursery again, but I'm not sure, so I won't mention any names. Yeah, no. So after I'm finished on this video, it's going to be going up through here again. What I will do is I'll take all the mulch that's where I'm going to put the shade house, put it here, bury it in the same sort of a mix, so I can clean up all that. I'm slowly getting through the couch grass. It is an absolute pain. It goes deep and it survives well, and it just pops up again. But yeah, so that will be a mulch pile for a while, until I'm sure that I've got no couch grass left in here. But I was going to do the little garden over there and turn it into a greenhouse, but this is what I'm focused on at the moment. Mainly because I've got the formwork over there, and I might as well do the next section whilst it's all here and ready to rock and roll. Alright. I can't believe that I mean, most of the garden is dead. But yes, some things are still hanging on. And it's simply because we've had easterly winds, pushing in fogs, keeping the frost away. The amount of times I've seen a little bit of frost, a touch of frost, as you might say, but not enough to knock something like those raspberries back. Everything else is gone. But anyway, might as well use it as an opportunity to keep on trucking. Catch you later.